Ladies and gentlemen, marriage is one of the most significant and sacred institutions in life. It is not just about companionship, it is a divine covenant designed to bring fulfillment, purpose, and multiplication. However, many find themselves waiting longer than necessary due to a lack of preparation, misplaced priorities, or unseen obstacles. Today, we embark on a journey of wisdom to ensure that we prepare effectively for a quick and blessed marriage season. A quick and blessed marriage is not just about speed. It is about divine timing, preparation, and alignment with God's purpose. As we step into this season, let us prepare our hearts, sharpen our character, and position ourselves for the best. The right person at the right time with the right mindset will lead to a marriage that is not only swift, but also fulfilling and long-lasting. A strong foundation is the key to a lasting and fulfilling marriage. Just as a building cannot stand firm without a solid base, marriage cannot thrive without proper preparation. Many desire a quick and blessed marriage, but the real question is, are you truly ready? Readiness is not about age or societal pressure. It is about being equipped mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It is not just about love, it is about responsibility, patience, and understanding. If one enters marriage without healing from past hurts, unresolved fears, or personal insecurities, those issues will surface later and cause unnecessary struggles. Before stepping into marriage, take time to assess your emotional health. Are you carrying wounds from past relationships? Have you developed the ability to communicate effectively and manage conflicts with wisdom? A person who cannot handle disagreements without anger or resentment is not yet ready for marriage. Mental preparedness is equally important. Marriage is not a fantasy. It is real life with real challenges. It requires resilience, problem-solving skills, and a growth mindset. The ability to adapt, compromise, and remain committed even in difficult seasons is a sign of mental maturity. A quick marriage without mental preparedness will lead to frustration, but a prepared mind will navigate marriage with wisdom and peace. Marriage is not just a human arrangement, it is a divine institution. Without spiritual preparation, one may struggle to handle the demands of married life. Prayer, fasting, and studying God's principles on marriage are essential in laying a strong foundation. It is important to understand that marriage is not about finding someone to make you happy. It is about fulfilling purpose together. A spiritually prepared person understands that love is not just about emotions, but about covenant, sacrifice, and selflessness. Furthermore, marriage should not draw you away from your faith, but rather strengthen it. If your relationship with God is weak before marriage, it will not automatically become strong after marriage. Before seeking a spouse, strengthen your walk with God, develop personal discipline, cultivate a life of prayer, and seek wisdom from mentors or spiritual leaders who can guide you. Marriage comes with responsibilities. Love alone cannot pay bills or sustain a home. While wealth is not a requirement for marriage, financial wisdom is. Understanding basic financial management, having a stable source of income, and learning to budget are crucial for a smooth marital journey. Many marriages suffer due to financial stress that could have been avoided through proper preparation. In addition, practical skills such as home management, time management, and interpersonal skills are essential. A person who cannot manage their personal life effectively will struggle to manage a home. The foundation of readiness determines the speed and success of marriage. Those who prepare well enter into marriage with confidence, wisdom, and stability. True preparation eliminates unnecessary delays and ensures that when the right person comes, you are ready to embrace the journey with strength and grace. One of the greatest challenges people face in their marriage journey is understanding and aligning with divine timing. Many desire a quick and blessed marriage, but not everyone is positioned correctly to receive it. Some rush ahead of time, while others delay due to fear, doubt, or lack of discernment. The key to experiencing a timely and fulfilling marriage is knowing when the season is right and aligning with it. Just as there is a time for everything in life, there is a set time for marriage. Ecclesiastes 3:01 reminds us that to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. This means that marriage is not just a random event. It happens within a divinely appointed season. When someone steps into marriage outside of God's timing, they may encounter unnecessary struggles, while those who wait for their season experience peace, stability, and joy. Many people become anxious when they see their peers getting married, feeling left behind or forgotten. However, divine timing is unique for everyone. A person who marries at 25 is not necessarily more blessed than someone who marries at 35. What matters is being in the right place at the right time with the right person. God does not leave his children in confusion. There are clear indicators that a person has entered their marriage season. One of these is inner peace, when an individual is no longer restless or fearful about marriage, but instead feels a deep assurance that the right person will come at the right time. Another sign is spiritual confirmation. God often speaks through his word, dreams, mentors, or a deep sense of conviction about marriage. Many people receive nudges from the Holy Spirit about when to step into marriage, but ignore them due to fear or uncertainty. Personal growth is another key indicator. Before God brings a spouse, he ensures that a person is mature enough to handle marriage. If one finds themselves growing in character, responsibility, and spiritual depth, it could be a sign that the season for marriage is approaching. Additionally, opportunities and connections begin to align. People often meet their spouses when they least expect it, but are fully prepared. Sometimes an individual will start meeting like-minded people who share the same values and vision for marriage. This is not a coincidence. It is a sign of alignment with divine timing. Impatience leads many people to make rushed marital decisions. Some enter relationships out of pressure, only to realize later that they chose the wrong partner. Others delay due to fear, missing their season and struggling with prolonged waiting. Moving ahead of God's timing leads to avoidable pain, while unnecessary delay can close doors of opportunity. A quick and blessed marriage happens when one aligns with divine timing. When the right season arrives, everything falls into place effortlessly. The key is patience, discernment, and trust in God's perfect plan. A blessed marriage is not built on emotions alone, but on strong values that sustain it through every season of life. Many desire a quick and fulfilling marriage, but few understand the essential ingredients that make it last. 3 critical pillars determine the strength and longevity of any marriage: character, compatibility, and commitment. When these 3 elements are in place, a marriage can withstand challenges, grow in love, and fulfill its divine purpose. Character is the foundation upon which a strong marriage is built. It determines how individuals treat each other, resolve conflicts, and handle responsibilities. A person's looks, career, or financial status may be attractive, but without good character, marriage will be filled with frustration. Key traits such as patience, honesty, kindness, humility, and self-control are essential in a marital relationship. A person who lacks integrity, struggles with anger, or refuses to take responsibility for their actions will create tension in marriage. Before seeking the right partner, it is wise to first cultivate the right character. This means developing emotional maturity, learning to communicate effectively, and embracing a heart of service. The foundation upon which a strong marriage is built. It determines how individuals treat each other, resolve conflicts, and handle responsibilities. A person's looks, career, or financial status may be attractive, but without good character, marriage will be filled with frustration. Key traits such as patience, honesty, kindness, humility, and self-control are essential in a marital relationship. A person who lacks integrity, struggles with anger, or refuses to take responsibility for their actions will create tension in marriage. Before seeking the right partner, It is wise to first cultivate the right character. This means developing emotional maturity, learning to communicate effectively, and embracing a heart of service. Many marriages suffer because individuals enter them with personal struggles they never addressed. If someone lacks accountability while single, they will struggle with it in marriage. If someone is impatient or selfish, marriage will magnify those weaknesses. Therefore, preparation for marriage is not just about finding the right person, it is about becoming the right person. Compatibility goes beyond shared interests or physical attraction. It is about aligning values, vision, and purpose. When two people are compatible, they find it easier to build a life together because they share a common direction. Spiritual compatibility is one of the most important aspects of a successful marriage. When both partners share the same faith and beliefs, they can grow together and support each other in their spiritual journey. A marriage where one partner is deeply committed to their faith while the other is indifferent often leads to struggles in decision-making, parenting, and personal growth. Emotional compatibility is also crucial. This means understanding each other's emotional needs, communication styles, and ways of handling stress. Some people are highly expressive while others are more reserved. Learning to navigate these differences with patience and understanding helps build a strong emotional connection. Lifestyle compatibility matters as well. While opposites may attract, a significant gap in priorities or habits can create conflict. For example, if one person values financial discipline while the other spends recklessly, this can lead to disagreements. If one values family time and the other prefers excessive independence, it may create emotional distance. Love is not just a feeling, it is a decision backed by commitment. Feelings change, but commitment keeps a marriage strong even when emotions fluctuate. Commitment means staying true to the marriage vows, working through challenges, and choosing to love even when it is not convenient. Many marriages fail because people expect love to sustain itself. However, true love is nurtured through daily acts of patience, forgiveness, and selflessness. Commitment ensures that when difficulties arise, couples choose to fight for their marriage rather than run away. A blessed marriage is not about perfection, but about two imperfect people willing to grow together. When character is strong, compatibility is clear, and commitment is unwavering, marriage becomes a place of joy, fulfillment, and divine blessing. Many people desire a quick and blessed marriage, but find themselves facing unexpected delays. These delays can be frustrating and discouraging, especially when one feels ready for marriage yet nothing seems to be working. It is important to understand that delays do not always mean denial. Sometimes they are caused by factors that can be identified and addressed. By recognizing and overcoming these hindrances, one can step into their marriage season with confidence and clarity. One of the most common reasons for delays in marriage is fear. Some people may fear making the wrong choice, fear commitment, or even fear the responsibilities that come with marriage. This fear often leads to hesitation, avoidance, or self-sabotage in relationships. Emotional wounds from past relationships can also create barriers. When someone has experienced heartbreak, betrayal, or disappointment, they may unconsciously resist new relationships out of fear of being hurt again. This can cause them to reject potential partners or build emotional walls that make it difficult for love to grow. Healing is essential in overcoming these emotional barriers. Taking time for self-reflection, seeking counsel, and allowing God to heal past wounds can open the heart to new possibilities. A person who is emotionally whole is more prepared to embrace love without fear. Family background and generational patterns can sometimes contribute to delays in marriage. Some families have a history of late marriages, broken relationships, or marital struggles that seem to repeat in every generation. Without awareness, a person may unknowingly carry the same patterns that have delayed marriages in their family. It is important to identify any negative patterns and take intentional steps to break them. This can be done through prayer, personal development, and seeking wisdom from mentors. Understanding one's family history allows individuals to make conscious choices that lead to a different outcome. Family expectations and pressure can also be a hindrance. In some cultures, there are rigid standards for who a person should marry, based on factors such as tribe, social status, or career. This pressure can make it difficult for individuals to choose a partner freely, leading to unnecessary delays. Overcoming this requires wisdom, open conversations, and the courage to prioritize personal happiness over societal expectations. Some delays happen because people are not fully prepared for marriage, even if they think they are. A person may focus too much on career, personal success, or material wealth, while neglecting personal growth in areas like emotional maturity, communication, and relationship skills. Others may have unrealistic expectations, waiting for a perfect partner who meets every single preference. While standards are important, having rigid or superficial expectations can prevent one from recognizing a great partner. Realizing that marriage is about building together rather than finding someone who is already perfect helps to shift priorities in a healthy way. Marriage is a divine institution, and sometimes spiritual forces work against it. Some people face delays due to negative spiritual influences, curses, or unseen battles that hinder their progress. Engaging in prayer, fasting, and seeking spiritual guidance can help break these unseen barriers. External influences, such as bad advice from friends, unhealthy media influences, or toxic past relationships, can also create delays. Surrounding oneself with positive, marriage-minded individuals and seeking godly counsel can help refocus the journey toward marriage. Delays in marriage are not always beyond one's control. By addressing fears, healing from the past, identifying and breaking negative patterns, and aligning with God's plan, one can step into their season of marriage with clarity and confidence. A quick and blessed marriage does not happen by chance. It is the result of intentional preparation, alignment with divine timing, strong character, and the ability to overcome hindrances. As we have explored, readiness is the foundation of a successful marriage. Before seeking a spouse, one must develop emotional, spiritual, and financial stability to ensure a solid start. Understanding divine timing is equally important. Rushing ahead or delaying unnecessarily can lead to struggles, but those who recognize and align with their marriage season experience peace and fulfillment. Marriage is not just about finding love, it is about character, compatibility, and commitment. A person who builds these qualities will not only attract the right partner, but will also sustain a thriving relationship. Finally, any obstacles that cause delays can be broken. Fear, emotional wounds, generational patterns, and external influences should not hold anyone back from stepping into a blessed marriage. With faith, wisdom, and the right mindset, every delay can be turned into a testimony. As you prepare for this season, remember that marriage is not just about speed. It is about divine order and lasting joy. May your journey be guided by wisdom, and may your marriage, when it comes, be quick, blessed, and purposeful. Unnecessarily can lead to struggles, but those who recognize and align with their marriage season experience peace and fulfillment. Marriage is not just about finding love, it is about character, compatibility, and commitment. A person who builds these qualities will not only attract the right partner, but will also sustain a thriving relationship. Finally, any obstacles that cause delays can be broken. Fear, emotional wounds, generational patterns, and external influences should not hold anyone back from stepping into a blessed marriage. With faith, wisdom, and the right mindset, every delay can be turned into a testimony. As you prepare for this season, remember that marriage is not just about speed. It is about divine order and lasting joy. May your journey be guided by wisdom, and may your marriage, when it comes, be quick, blessed, and purposeful.